So Ralph, tell me about a time when you were asked to do something you've never done before. How did you react and what did you learn?
Okay. Okay. So when I was working at the Baskin Robbins, um, my manager asked me to stay overnight, not overnight, overtime,
Mhm.
and he asked me to clean the back fridge, and I told him this was out of my shift, and he said, "Oh yeah, I understand, but we are short staff." And I told him like, well, my job is to scoop the ice cream for the customers, but not to clean up the backyard or back office. So like I wasn't really comfortable, but since he asked me like, okay, I'll just do it for you this time. So I did it. But again, like I was very uncomfortable, and then I told him I wouldn't appreciate that, and he never asked me again. So
And you wonder why. It's because you didn't seem enthusiastic to do it in the first place.
yeah.
First of all, you didn't seem like a team player in that answer. You're, in any position that you get and whatever position you take on, there's always going to be new tasks which you're not familiar with.
Mhm.
And for you to say no without even trying doesn't show that you're open to trying new things,
Mhm.
right? So in that answer, I would have thought and said, "Oh my God, he's going to say no." If we give him a new task to do, he might say no. This is only my job description, and this is all I'm going to do,
Mhm.
right?
Mhm. Mhm.
Your reaction wasn't as precise as what I thought it would have been. I thought you would have been a little bit more open, and you really didn't tell us what your reaction was. I think based on your facial expression, which body language does
Mhm.
say quite a bit about people,
Mhm.
especially in interviews, that you're like, don't ever ask me ever again. Don't for anything, right?
Mhm. Mhm.
And you really didn't say what you learned about it at the end. Like, what skills did you take from doing what was asked of you?
Mhm.
Right? I
Mhm.
don't think that you've touched upon that at the end.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I think that's very good feedback. The importance of this question is that you actually asked me three questions. First question was, tell me about the situation. And then you asked me, what was your reaction?
Yep.
And third question, what did you learn, right? So in
Mhm.
this answer, you have to highlight all these three questions that you asked me. But me, I just talk about this, that I was angry, I was, surprised, and I failed to answer all the questions that you asked me, right? Sentence, this whole question was about communication skills, collaboration skills, adaptation skills,
Mhm.
problem solving skills.
Yep.
But I failed to, show the skills that I have, and I was
Mhm.
just like, I was being very honest. I actually
Mhm.
have this sort of experience, and I was like, "Whoa, what the fuck? Why are you asking me to do this?"
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah.
So sometimes being too honest is not the good answer, but
No.
even if it's the case is a really bad story, if you have like a strong positive ending, I think that would be a great answer. Okay, Linda, I have a quick question, please.
Yeah.
Can you tell me about a time when you actually had to do something out of your comfort zone or out of your job description? How'd you react, and what did you learn?
That is a very good question. And I have a very good example to provide to you. When I worked in the hotel industry, I was an account specialist, and we hired on a payroll person to replace the payroll person who retired. Well, this current person we hired wasn't up to the standard of doing the job. So the director of finance approached me and asked me, if we let this person go, we might not be able to find someone immediately to fill the position based on your knowledge of your human resources background, and you've dealt with a bit of the paperwork in payroll. Are you able to step in and help out? My first reaction was shock because I thought, oh no, this is a big task and payroll is very important to an organization, especially people getting paid appropriately. And then I was flattered because he thought of me and my skills, of how my skills could help the company. I agreed to helping out as long as there's somebody like him to mentor me and guide me and check my work. So based on that, I did agree on a 6-month temporary basis. And I told him that he's better start recruiting right away because I don't want to do this forever. And I had to do that, the payroll job as well as my own job at the same time. So based on that, I did about 6 payrolls on my own. I learned quite a bit about the systems and about labor laws, Canadian labor laws. And after the second payroll, I was an expert at it. What I learned is how detailed and precise payroll had to be. I also learned that if I put my mind to it, I can achieve whatever position or whatever task is assigned to me, as long as there's somebody there to help me and mentor me and guide me towards it. So the payrolls were done correctly, everyone was paid, and everyone was happy. And I gained quite a bit of experience with that. And I take that from today. And actually, when I look at my own paychecks, I kind of figure out where everything is going and what taxes I had to pay. So that is one of the experiences I had.
Mhm.